All right, so where do we start? Well, let's start with the phone itself. Now, hopefully you have one of these sitting in front of you. If not, you're just getting some information about which one you want to buy. And I want to point out that the Android operating system is installed on several different makes and several different models of phones that are out there. So whether you're using this, in my case, what I'm actually using is a Samsung Galaxy Note 3. It's a very common, very new one, kind of a big size so I can actually write on it and things like that. Maybe you're using an LG, maybe using the S4. The Android operating system is the same across all of those different phones. Our goal is to give the operating system some information, give you some information on the Android system, not this specific phone. But just know that as we go through some of these functionalities, they may or may not be available on your particular phone based on hardware limitations or actual phone limitations. So anyway, there's my disclaimer. Attorneys are checked off. Great. Well, where do I start on this phone, on this Galaxy Note phone that I have? Well, I'm going to start with the actual physical layout and the buttons that I may come across. When I look at the actual device, of course, there's my screen. And I'm going to come back and talk about my screen in a minute. But if I flip it over to the right-hand side here, I have this narrow silver bar here. This narrow silver bar is my sleep and wake button. And when I press it, very simply, it puts my phone to sleep. If I press it again, it's going to go ahead and wake my phone back up. As I'm doing this, you'll notice that it's going to put my screen to sleep, bring it back up. We'll come talk about this lock screen that's here in just a few minutes. If I go ahead and roll the phone up and take a look at the top edge of the phone, you'll notice that I have a couple of holes. Well, the hole I'm most concerned with right now is this large one right here. And that's my headphone jack. That's where if I have headphones or I have a headset, that's where it's actually going to physically plug in. It's also here on some of your old school cars that don't have an actual Bluetooth adapter. You can plug that in, plug it into your radio, and listen to the music off your device as well. So that's the top. And if I go over here to the left-hand edge, the left-hand side of this phone, you notice there's another bar. This bar is a little longer, and it's located near the top.